What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday. Happy fight day. Pretty decent card tonight. Pretty decent card in the Apex. Not too bad. Not too bad. Thanks, everybody, for popping in. Morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're at. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Gonna get the show kicked off. We're gonna do a couple fandoms to give away today. And all you got to do is just type TFSP in the chat one time. And those fandoms are going to fly at the end of the show. I'm going to run both of them at the end of the show. TFSP in the chat. That's all you got to do today. Just one time and one time only. Puts you in the raffle. We're going to run two of them at the end of the show. Good luck, everybody. That's going to run pretty much the whole time. So get them in when you can. If you see it later, now, whatever. And we'll get right into it. Not too much going on with Strike this week. So let me pop my screen up here. We're going to get right into Discord. All the TFSPs coming through. Nice to see everybody here today. So we got community challenges this week. Nothing crazy. Which is okay. We had a pretty big, massive challenge last week. We'll talk about that shortly. But we got 5 community challenges this week. Some packs up for grabs, as well as some UFC Sphere, aka UFC 306 pay-per-view codes as well. So we'll dive into these here. First one, common and uncommon rewards. So these are all tough base pack moments, I believe. And you have to hold the uncommon and commons that came out of those. Not too bad. Pretty easy one, actually. Next one is the Vegas 96 challenge. So a couple rares in here. There's an epic cannoneer. So that's probably the hardest one out of these. You got the Kaio rare in here as well. That was a challenge reward a few months back. So a little bit harder there. Then we have an epic reward moment community challenge. So these are all challenge rewards. So if you held on to your challenge reward epic specifically, you qualified for this one right here. It's pretty much, yeah, you got Armin, Derek, Dustin, Ortega, Holland, and Marab, all the epic reward challenge rewards that we've gotten. And then for the pay-per-view codes, either a Shevchenko champ or a Grasso champ. So not bad, not bad. Got some packs up for grabs. All in good stuff there. So complete them if you can. I'm good with 4 out of the 5. I don't have the Chev champ, but I had the other 4. So good luck to everybody that is completing those. We'll see how that kind of folds out over here in the next day or two when they draw the winners. Probably Sunday, I think he usually draws the winners. So we'll see. We'll see. Outstanding rewards. Let's just take a quick peek here. So we still have, obviously, the stuff that finished up last week. We got Drickus, which completed at 80. And we have the Urseg rare. 269 people completed that, but there's 500 of those going to be minted regardless, so don't matter. This stream low-key sus. These bots talking minus 5,000 aura. Go fuck yourself. How's that aura? How's that aura? How's that aura? Yeah. I'll continue on. And here we go. Molly and Tom are also in the fold that we're waiting on. 330 people completed Molly. 132 completed Tommy Boy. So that Tom Epic should be a nice one. And I know a lot of people are waiting on it. So should be decent. Should be decent. But that's what we're waiting on. Tom, Molly, and then the 2 from last week. Drickus and Urseg. Take a look at the MP real quick as we get into the last of our strike update. I just wanted to take a quick peek at how the floors are looking. And they have been coming up a little bit. I've been noticing these epics are a little wild, most definitely. So let's take a look at the epics first. Dustin sitting up there, 365, man. Mini champs, dude. We got a lot of mini champs these days. We got Dustin. Yes, he's the bottleneck for now. Aspinall was 132, so he's gonna fall right here, right a little bit above Marab. So I'm guessing he'll probably be around that. But on the low end, let's take a look here. It's pretty much a $40 floor now. I know a couple weeks back we had some 35s, maybe one or two 32s in the fold. So yeah. Looks like they're kind of creeping. This epic set's looking like a nice little sweet spot that collectors like. And when these moments do get used in challenges, there's some pretty big fluctuation in price. So it's been a pretty fun set for Series 2 so far. The challenges have been pretty engaging. So this epic set's pretty interesting. We'll see how it all unfolds here. But yeah, epic floors at $40 now, guys. So pretty insane. Pretty insane. Let's take a look at the rares. Rares are up to 4. So there's no more $3 rares. All the rares are at $4. And there's not many at 4. There's only 9. Only got 9 rares at 4, guys. So yeah, as these things start getting used in challenges, it makes people want to start getting dupes, makes people want to start holding on to maybe more than one. Challenge spec is a hell of a thing for marketplace activity. So pretty wild. But yeah, things are moving along. Take a look at our uncommons here. And I know these been creeping up slowly too. Sorry, the strike site lags a little bit. That's not Chimaev. Let it upgrade here. So $2 on the uncommons. $2 on the uncommons with about half of them. About half of them at $2. We do have some pricey ones. Pennington, McGregor, Chaos Williams challenge. Some of these challenge rewards. But for the most part, you could get more than half of them at $2. So pretty much we'll say $2 there. And I know our commons are still at $1. So interesting. Let's take a look at the champs on the low end. Champs pretty much have been pretty much stayed steady the whole time, around this 250, 260 floor. Usually if they go a little bit lower, they get scooped up pretty quickly. I did see a couple champs got scooped up last night. So and those were like on the lower end, so like 260, 240. So champs are looking pretty solid as well. But not too bad on the marketplace update. Let's take a look and see what the chat is saying here. What do we got? Community challenge spec gets the people going. I guess maybe it does on the epics at least, right? But maybe people also have they miss ripping packs, that's another thing. The lack of pack ripping for people that love ripping packs. Whenever they can get a chance to rip a pack like these community challenges, people want to rip packs, dude. People want to rip packs. So who knows when I know Trey's talking about the next pack drop coming soon. I know he's in the queue already. So we'll see. Who the fuck is that guy, Sigma Balls? Who the fuck cares, bro? I love people. I mean, it's another Proper Tracks. It's another Proper Tracks. Remember Proper Tracks? Couple months ago, fucking pussy came in here talking shit. It's just another one I got to deal with, bro. And it's funny because I got my, my Discord, my handles here. You could come find me. These pussies come here. It's all good. It's all good. That's exactly what they are. They're just a bunch of pussies. Come with your real name and talk shit's different story, Be a man. Don't be a pussy. So enough of the scrubs. I'd love to think a pack drop happens for Noche. Could be, man. Could be. Especially with Alex talking about, possible activation thing for Strike during Noche. So I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Well, that's it on the Strike update. We'll see what happens with these community challenges. Marketplace looking pretty decent, guys. Looking pretty decent. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm myself and a lot of other collectors are in agreement that the marketplace is ripe for another pack drop, but we'll see, man. If they do a pack drop around Noche, it would be sick. If they had some graphics at the Sphere, be sick. Maybe that's what they're holding on all their money for. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It would be nice, though. Especially considering that Strike is now the only UFC NFT really in the game since Rainmakers is down now. Rainmakers closed shop. Panini doesn't have the UFC licenses anymore. So I mean, they got some good here. They got some good here, and it's time to capitalize, most definitely. So I think they should. Hopefully they got plans around 306, man. We'll see. But that's what I got for Strike. And we're going to do a little recap on 305. We went 4-2 on the main card. Not too bad. Could have been better. Couple things caught us off guard, like this fucking guy, dude. Oh my god. Ursak, bro. Was it a fluke against Pantoja? Did Pantoja just have an off night? That night? Because, dude, like round 1 gets starched. It's crazy. And of course, I mean, we called the Drickus. He was getting pieced up, dude. He was getting pieced up pretty good. But that pressure, bro, shit's wild. Who won 305 Pro Pick'ems? Oh, I don't know. Go check Discord. Trey was the Pro Pick'em winner. Congratulations. First time entry or second time entry? I don't know. DDP Izzy chokes way better moment. Yeah, thank God he finished him, right? Never felt it. Thank God he finished him, bro. Because, man, if they made that champ of like a striking, like, yeah, I don't know how they would have made that Strickland champ moment. It would have been weird. Because a lot of people don't think he won that fight either. So, Car France, man, can't believe he starched Ursak like that. That one caught me off guard. And Gamrot and Hooker, dude. Gamrot, man. I don't know what happened. I thought he probably won, but Dan Hooker was a maniac till the final bell, dude. The guy at the end of the fight, Hooker looked like he was ready to go a couple more rounds, and obviously they were out there in Australia, so a little bit of bias for the judges. Yeah, it was a great fight, though. It was a great fight. And Shui, man, Shui. I think I did say this could like be one of those Derek Lewis and Ngannou fights. Kind of felt like it a little bit. How the fuck this guy gave him 29-28 was hilarious. Or 30-27 for Tuivasa was hilarious, bro. Absolutely hilarious. And then, yep, Protez did his thing. KO'd the Leech. It was nasty. It was bad, dude. Did not like seeing Leach go down like that, bro. Did not like it. But shit. That's the game we play. But it was a good card, man. It was a fun card. Tafa Walker. I think I might have called the sub, or I said he might sub him. I think I did say it. But this fucking guy screamed, bro. The ref called it. It was a fun card, man. It was a fun card. I liked it. It was decent. It was decent. It was a good one. Good fun stuff. And the main card I feel like definitely delivered. So props to everybody that performed and put on a show last weekend. Hell yeah. Yeah, for sure. I remember. I wasn't 100% sure, but appreciate you guys reminding me. But yeah. Contender Series next. So if you didn't watch Contender Series, man, this shit's been pretty decent. It's been pretty decent so far. This is week 2. And four more contracts, couple more finishes. We had Gustafson destroyed this Pitlick guy. It was a destroyed him. Kuniev is he's like I think he's the heavyweight champion in Khabib's promotion. And he went he was really patient the whole fight, but like it was like he was just waiting for his moment to find that finish, and he just found the shot and put the guy out. Found the shot, put the guy out. And then this guy won. It was a crazy ass fight. Dana White liked him a lot and gave him a contract because his freakish athletic ability. And we'll see. He's a young buck. Dana was like, you got to train with the right people. You're like 24, 25 years old. You had some bad fight IQ mistakes, but if we get you training with the right people with your athleticism, you could be a problem. But he looks like a beast, so we'll see how that kid does. Finney won. This guy with the big neck and shit, the running back or former football player, but Dana was like, bro, you come to the UFC, you're getting your ass beat, homie. He's like, you need a few more fights and stuff. So he didn't get a contract, but then this Hayden kid, quick tappy, made it look easy. But it was season's been good so far, man. I really like the show a lot. And first 2 weeks been sick. Wish it would come on like a little bit later, because it's like 6 p.m. my time. Like literally, I'm driving home from work, so I kind of missed the first half or first few fights. But it's good shit, man. It's good shit. Definitely tune in next week if you haven't watched or rewatched the last 2 weeks as well. And our last episode of The Ultimate Fighter wrapped up this week. It was pretty decent season. Not too much drama, not too much chaos. The coaches were cool with each other the whole time. A lot of professionals here. A lot of professionals on this season, the fighters and the coaches, right? And it showed, right? There wasn't a lot of BS. There wasn't a lot of drama. There was maybe a few little things here and there, but nothing that really escalated or kind of blew up. Like we've seen in past seasons. So went pretty interesting because Zigomantis Ramaska was pulled out of the fight because of that he had like a fracture in his face, a little tiny fracture. They were all like, oh, 99% you're going to get cleared. Motherfucker doesn't get cleared. And he doesn't get cleared, and they have to pull him off the fight. He doesn't get the fight in the finale, which sucks, right? Absolutely sucks. And so Guillermo comes in to fight his teammate Myron. Myron did miss weight by half a pound. And it ended up being a really tough battle between Myron and Guillermo. But Myron ended up getting the dub, doing some more damage. And now we have our featherweight finale of Con Offley versus Myron Santos. And those guys are all fighting tonight. Tonight. They are all fighting tonight. Most definitely. So we'll be able to get our closure for the Ultimate Fighter. And they hooked up our boy Zigomontis. They gave him another shot. He's fighting on the prelims tonight. If he wins, does something good, maybe he gets a contract too. Because it was kind of pretty shitty circumstances to get pulled off the fight. Like that with the injury bullshit. So let's get into the main card, guys. Don't forget the TFSPs in the chat. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the video if you haven't already. And let's get right into this main card. We're going to start at the bottom. And then, like I said, I'm not going to go into the prelims, but here's Zigomontis. He gets his shot at redemption. He's fighting Nathan Fletcher. I think he was on the Ultimate Fighter too. So they're fighting each other. See if one of them shows up. Maybe they'll keep on fighting with the UFC. But all right, main card. We start off with Edmund Shabazian versus Gerald Meerschaert. Pretty interesting stuff here, guys. Pretty interesting stuff here because we got a huge favorite in Shabazian, right? Meerschaert, obviously 10 years older than Shabazz. Shabazz is mainly a striker, does mix up a little bit, but he's known for being a powerful striker, and he's a fast starter, especially in the early rounds. Let's take a look at some of these odds here. KO minus 190, subby 450. Yeah, the only way GM3 beats this guy is if he subs him, and the only way he subs him is if he is able to withstand the onslaught in the first 2 rounds that this guy is going to bring. And I don't think he's going to be able to handle it this time around. He has shown that he can handle it with some other guys before, like Barberina, but I do think Shabazian is definitely better. Barberina also being a natural welterweight. He's always fought a welterweight, and he just moved up to 185. So it was I think his first or second fight at 185. But with that said, I think Shabazian is definitely better than him. And yeah, he's been kind of up and down, but he has a bad loss. It's a fluffy loss, aged well, I think. Imavov lost, aged well as well. So the guys he's lost to are at the top of the division right now. He's been in there with some of the best of the best. I think Shabazian probably gets it done within the first 2 rounds. That's my prediction here for the first fight. But if it does go to the 3rd round, don't count out GM3 because he does gas. If it gets to the 3rd round, he can gas. Maybe he could lose it in the 3rd round, but I think he'll get it done. Especially with the more experience. Started his career really young too. He's only 26, and he's got a ton of fights on his record already. So I think Shabazian gets it done. Next up, not too much to say here, guys. Not too much to say here. Teeing it up, I think, for my boy Michael Morales to get it done. I think he's probably better just about everywhere, wherever this fight goes, whether it's standing, whether it hits the ground. He's a crazy submission. I don't know if he's a crazy submission artist, but he's a great grappler. He's been training with the welterweight champion of the world, Bilal Muhammad. 25 to 37 years old. That's usually not a good recipe for the older person in the fight. Usually Neil Magny has a significant reach advantage in the welterweight division. Not so much against Michael Morales, who is an athletic freak. The kid is explosive, and as you can see, throws a lot, mixes in the takedowns. I think it should be a really fun. I don't know about fun. I think it'll be one-sided on the Morales side, but it'll definitely, yeah, there's definitely a big experience gap for sure. Most definitely. But I mean, at 37 years old, yeah, I think at 37 years old, Morales is gonna put the pressure on him, dude. He's gonna put the pressure on him. We'll take a look at his strength of schedule. Jake Matthews, Max Griffin, Adam Fuggett, Tevin Giles. I mean, dude's been winning, bro. Dude has been winning. Can't deny him. Can't deny it. Couple decision wins, his last two. Would like to see him come out and get a nice, clean, decisive finish today. Yeah, it is pretty crazy. 950 is insane. Absolutely. His TKO is plus 175, and the subby is plus 650. He could maybe sub Magny, dude. I don't know though. I don't know. Doubt it. Probably KO. I don't want to leave. Probably KO. But I think Michael Morales gets it. I almost said Miles Morales. Spider-Man. Michael Morales gets it done. All right. First up on our Tough 32 featherweight, Tough 32 championship fights, we have the featherweight title fight between teammates Khan Offley and Myron Santos, both teammates on Team Grasso. So one of Grasso's guys definitely going to get the dub here. I do think, based on what we saw in the season, I think they got the odds correct here. I think Myron is going to be a problem. He's good everywhere, bro. He fought wrestlers that were trying to take him down. He's younger. He's going to have the height and reach, and I think a little bit more vicious. Offley's definitely more of a grappler, tries to take the fight to the ground and pound, stuff like that. But Myron has shown over the course of the season, like every grappler that he fought, dude did not stop, kept getting back up, kept the pressure, kept trying to scramble, do whatever he could, you know. So I think Myron's going to get it done. Hopefully he made weight. So yeah, we should be good. We should be good. So Myron. Next up, we got Valentina Shevchenko's middleweight Ryan Loder versus Grasso's middleweight Robert, who we have dubbed Thor in the Discord, Valentine. I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting because you got straight up All-American wrestler in Loder. We saw him pretty much dominate the whole season by wrestling with his control. And it's going to be interesting because he's fighting against pretty explosive Robert Valentine, who, man, he looks kind of like, I mean, he got clipped in that last fight. He definitely did get clipped, but he had the fight IQ. He took the shot and then made the adjustment, took the guy down and choked him out. Pretty crazy sequence, actually, if you watched it. But it's tough, man. It's tough. I think it's going to be an interesting fight. They got Valentine as the favorite. Loder's a slight dog. Valentine has slight height advantage and 2.5-inch reach advantage. I kind of like Thor, man. I kind of like Thor to get it done. I think I remember when they fought the first 3-round fight, Loder was looking a little bit gassed. So I think if Valentine can withstand or at least put some pressure or keep it moving around or keep him moving, wear this guy out in the first round a little bit, and then maybe find a finish in the second or third. But It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough fight, especially with Loader's wrestling credentials and what he has shown thus far in the season. So I'm going to roll with Thor. Big Thor. Get it done. Next up, Angie Overtime Hill. National treasure right here, Angela Hill. Going up against Tabitha Ricci. Big 10-year age discrepancy. We have a couple inches on the height for Angie. We have a couple inches on the reach for Angie. Typical striker versus grappler match. Baby Shark is going to try and take this fight to the ground. I think she does use her pressure good. Footwork's pretty good in the last few fights. She has been pretty decent, I would say, using her footwork and pressure to get people to the ground and try and implement her game plan. Tisha Pennington, Jillian Robertson, pretty good W's there. Angie's fought the who's who of the division. And but she's getting up there in age, guys. She's getting up there in age, but she has been winning. She did win a few months ago, got a subby against Luana, beat Denise Gomez last November. So she does stay active 2-3 fights a year. Got to give it to her, right? But at some point, Father Time catches you. And in the smaller apex, I think with the pressure, Ricci, smaller apex, I think Ricci will have no problem getting this to the mat. And could be definitely a war. Angie ain't no slouch. But I think a Ricci sub is probably the juiciest bet here in this fight. Especially with the small apex octagon, the pressure she has shown in her last fights. I think Baby Shark gets it done against Angie. And then that 10-year age difference is huge, man. I think the stat is up to 72% now. 72% with the 10-year more age gap. The younger fighter wins 72% of the time. So that's where it's up to now. But that's what I got. Baby Shark for the dub. And the main event, guys. Interesting stuff here. But can the Fighting Nerds lose? These guys look like they can't lose ever. Their whole team just wins. Everybody. The chicks, too, started winning. So it's pretty wild. Kaio's been looking crazy good his last few fights. Cannonier, not so much. Cannonier used to be like one of the most durable dudes in the division. Coming off of a questionable finish. Loss to Imovov. But he definitely was getting his ass beat. I will say that. He definitely was getting his ass beat. That wasn't something we typically see of Cannonier. Usually he's pretty competitive, but Imovov was piecing his ass up pretty good that last. He looked like, honestly, because he doesn't fight that often. And before we saw him fight Imovov, it was a year before that against Vettori. And when he fought Imovov, it felt like he was a step slower than in that Vettori fight. I felt like he slowed down. And like he wasn't as fast as he used to be. And that's going to be a problem against a guy like Kaio, who's literally peak prime condition. He's a little bit taller. Cannonier does have 2.5 inches on the reach. Kaio does mix up everything. He's pretty much a threat everywhere, whether you're standing, whether you're on the ground. Cannonier definitely does possess some crazy power in his hands too. Obviously, we know this man used to fight and knock people out at heavyweight. But I don't know, man. Father Time. Father Time. And like I said, his last fight, the optics on his last fight, I did not like at all. I did not like at all. Maybe it was a bad camp. Maybe he wasn't feeling good, or maybe, I don't know, woke up bad that morning of. But he just looked slow in there. And I don't know. He's coming back after a quick turnaround, too, because he fought Imavov 2 months ago. And he got pieced up pretty good. Let's take a look. He absorbed 102 strikes. He absorbed 64 significant strikes, 42 head strikes. I mean, he absorbed a lot of damage. So, coming back that quick, I don't like it. I don't like it either. 2 months? 2 months? Nah, it's not good. It's not good for me, brother. I'm rolling with Caio Boralho to get it done. I think Caio gets it done. Fighting Nerds, keep it going. And that's the card, guys. That is the card. Got Slava Claus. Some interesting fights, though. Interesting fights on the prelims. But yeah, should be a good one. Should be a good one. But that, I believe, is everything I have for today, ladies and gentlemen. We just got to run the TFSP. Get your TFSPs in the chat. We got the nerds out. Hell yeah. Nerds are rolling. TFSPs in the chat. Last call. We're going to run these two fandoms back to back right here. And then we're going to call it a day. Thank you again, everybody, for hanging out today. We definitely have poker starting in a little bit. Pick'ems are live. Strike Discord, my Discord. All that good stuff. DraftKings is live. So, or is it live? I think it's live. Yeah, DraftKings is live too. So, all that stuff is live. Get your TFSPs in the chat. Last call. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the video, everybody. Appreciate y'all. Let's run this first one. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. First one's going to Mo Fresh bangs out the first one. Congratulations, my brother. All right. Last one. Here we go. Good luck. My man Mo cracked him. The Rumble Master himself. Fran. Congratulations, Fran. Make sure you DM me on Discord or Twitter so I can get you that moment sent out. But that is all I have for today, everybody. Thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate y'all. Don't forget the pick'ems. My Discord, Strike Discord. Poker starts in a couple hours. Should be a good night of fights, everybody. Until next time, I am out. Peace.